Hello and welcome back to another video. This is gonna be like uh, the last one about my subject of ICT. In this case, this is the last thing that I'm gonna do. So I hope you enjoy it. What I can tell about something that I learned on this subject about this whole class. It is about the website that we just learned. For example, Canva, I really liked it the most because I can present everything that I want to share in a different way. For example, creating infographics is one of the best things that we can do in order to share our ideas or thoughts in this case and be more interactive. Why not like that? We can do it like that. And then I will say that I will continue using that tool in which I can inform, I can go ahead and present with just one thing, and that's even easy for anyone that wants and like a different way to teach. Another kind of website that we can just share in order to demonstrate our abilities, let's say, or we want to be interactive by doing one thing and then involve the others to your thing. It is about Padlet. Padlet brings you how you can develop, let's say, your own class, but at the same time to make it interactive in the same moment as you are doing your own stuff. The only difference that it is not so allowed to get it for any other devices such as a PC and a smartphone and not other, let's say, devices such as maybe you're working with a desktop, but it is not allowing you to go ahead and write the things that you have over Padlet or something like that. There are some cases that you cannot be like so, let's say, important or useful, but that's the way it is. However, it is such a good tool in which teachers and even students can go ahead and work as a collaborative and make everything more easy. That's the way it is. Another option is about Piktochart. Similar to Canva, but it is more and more interesting about the function that it has, the support that it can give in order that you run out of ideas. Okay, the assistant of that website, it helps you out to be okay, we can do that, we can, it gives you like tips, let's say. It gives you like even more ideas to be more creative while doing your stuff. The same as I mentioned, or Canvas, it is like the same thing that I want to do with Piktochart. However, Piktochart, there are some cases that you cannot always be like giving the best, but it brings you more and more interaction about what are you doing and all the stuff that you want to share for real. As we approach that, we are talking about something that we can want to do it as a team or in a collaborative mode, let's say, or cooperative mode. Uh, there is one thing that Google made great, let's say, and that is like what we know as the cloud. In this case, Google Drive. Google Drive allows you to create what you really want, such as documents and even worksheets or slides. About this tool, the last one that I mentioned, we're going to talk in the next few minutes. But Google Drive, as I mentioned, it gives you like the idea to go ahead and work with many and many people at the same time without making the interaction more interesting. And even if you're working at the same moment, you can chat with your own peer or partner about what are you doing and what you want to remove, what you want to add while you're working. That's even great. Even for students nowadays, that is like the best tool that we can have in order to work as a collaborative and make it easier to get the things done. Now the last one, as I mentioned, Google Slides. Google Slides, it is like the sophisticated, let's say, in quotation marks, the most important things about Microsoft PowerPoint. But the only difference that instead of doing it by your own over PowerPoint, you can use that tool over Google Drive, and then you create your own slides and at the same time to work with others simultaneously. But most of us are not so good enough, like, hey, I don't know how to do this and do that. So what we can do is at the very beginning, okay, we can start doing it from PowerPoint, and then we're going to export it to over Google Drive, and then we continue. That's a good thing. You can export your own presentation previews made it from other software into your drive, and then you keep working from Google Slides. Even though Google Slides, it is a very good option as well, in which you can create your own things and work as a team, as I mentioned to you, over the other platforms. In some cases, in difference between the other platforms that you mentioned, or websites in this case, there are some limitations. Not all of them are allowing you to work in cooperation, let's say, but if you can share the link and allows the other people and so on, that's even fine. But in some cases, it's not working so good. But that is everything that I can tell. We live in a society that it is changing every single moment, and we have to keep it up with those changes. So, what are we gonna do? Just adapt. Just adapting to the new era. In this case, the digital era. And that will be it. And I will thank you for everything that I learned from this subject at all. And I will see you in the next time.